Those sand spurs downstairs
Yeah.
are killing me.
Oh.
Out by the chicken pen.
Yeah. Didn't his wife die and then she inhabited the robot's being at some point?
I don't know.
I hear you.
I'm chasing this bee. This, what do you call him? Carpenter bee. I think that the bee is flirting with him.
Better not get too close.
There he is. He likes you. That is really funny. He really is flirting with you. So the nebulizer came today. My wife ordered a nebulizer. The NIH and the WHO are saying don't nebulize hydrogen peroxide as an alternative treatment for cold and flu, COVID, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely don't do that. Yeah. Whatever they say, we don't do. That's the thing we don't do. Wait, did I say that right? Yes, kind of, but I'm sorry I have to speak in quatrains like Nostradamus over here. But the world has gone crazy. And up is down and down is up, right is wrong, you know the drill. So we are definitely not going to be nebulizing 3% hydrogen peroxide into our lungs because that's very unsafe. Remember, the World Health Organization, who kept us safe from COVID, and the NIH, that told us that we had to wear masks and stand 6 feet apart and get shot after shot after shot, and then told us, well, they're not really helping you for this and they're not really helping you for that, but they're helping you for this and that. Well, no, maybe not this and that, but they'll help you for something, but just keep getting the shots. Yeah, those organizations tell us don't use a nebulizer with hydrogen peroxide, and don't believe it when these alternative healers tell us that 3% hydrogen peroxide will go nebulized into your respiratory tract and into your lungs a little bit, can neutralize viruses and things. Don't believe that. That's very bad. Don't do this, okay? I'm going to get this ready to not do this because I want to experiment. No. Can you imagine the arrogance of people using something like this to treat themselves for flu symptoms or COVID? The sheer arrogance, I mean, when Big Pharma is clearly indicating to the World Health Organization and at NIH to indicate to us that we should not be doing this stuff. Can you imagine these ignorant rednecks taking saline solution and 3% hydrogen peroxide, sticking it in here, nebulizing it, putting it up their nose and into their lungs just because hydrogen peroxide and saline tend to kill viruses and things like that, but they think they're scientists just because they know that and they've listened to people like Dr. McCullough. These people need to be burned at the stake. Well, no, maybe we shouldn't say that, but...
Yeah, they should.
Who, the ignorant rednecks?
No.
Oh, no. What are you chiming in about? You can't burn Big Pharma at the stake. They're saving our lives.
They will be burned at the stake at some point.
She's kidding. Obviously, she's being funny over there, saying that they should be burned at the stake. Anyway, don't be an ignorant redneck, and don't listen to people like Dr. Berg and Dr. McCullough and who's the doctor we didn't listen to all the time? No, the one with the COVID.
Fauci?
No, Fauci is a god.
Oh, yeah.
Do not slight Fauci. The guy who invented the mRNA,
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Robert Malone.
Yeah.
Don't listen to people like Dr. Robert Malone. All they're going to tell you is that the COVID vaccine doesn't work, and they've been telling you that from the beginning. And you don't want to listen to people like that. You want to keep getting those shots. Get as many as you can. I highly recommend depriving the pharmaceutical companies. The pharmaceutical companies can help you. They've got the real deal. They should be shutting stuff like this down because it's obviously if you don't pay a lot of money for something, it's not going to work and it could cause harm. It definitely could cause harm. What are these things? 20, 30 bucks? I don't need. Hey, Jen. We should definitely be using the pharmaceutical companies. What do we want to deprive them of their billions of dollars? Hey, Jen, how much did this nebulizer cost?
30.
30 bucks. Yeah, obviously that's not going to do anything, right? $30?
Well, I think it was $34.99.
Oh my God, yeah. That's going to do nothing but harm your body. You need expensive pharmaceuticals to heal. I don't know. Maybe I sound a little crazy. I know, I must be a conspiracy theorist. Remember when people we called conspiracy, well, not we, but I didn't go around calling people conspiracy theorists. But remember when that was a bad thing? Like, they were crazy. Remember that? It was a short time ago. Yeah, so. And for the love of God, stop with the power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, and pretending that just because these companies have billions of dollars of vested interest that they somehow can influence the WHO and the NHS. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? Those people don't interact like that. It's not about money, it's about you and their love and concern for your well-being. These are true humanitarians that want to help us and love us and just love us to death. And don't even get me started about the love we get from our politicians. There is deep, sincere concern right there. It's not about money with them. Trust me. Let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, this reminds me of when those crazy people were taking that horse paste to ward off COVID, to prevent themselves from getting COVID. Those crazy. Yeah, this stuff. It's they were saying, people are taking this stuff to treat. There's enough in this syringe to treat a 2,000-pound animal, and they were saying people are taking these and sticking it up their butt and taking the whole tube because they're ignorant rednecks. But don't do this because the World Health Organization doesn't want you to do this either. So don't do this. I did because I guess I'm an ignorant redneck. So here's the nebulizer that we won't be using, and it costs $35. My wife thinks, why do I do this? Why do I torture myself? Opening things with one hand and talking about crazy stuff. Yep, there you go. All right. Well, I guess we, as researchers, we could always mess with it and see what happens. But you cannot do it. Do not do this. How many times have I said that? Do not mess with this. I used to know a researcher, doctor, scientist of sorts, named Bob Beck. He's long gone now. He passed away, but yeah, that guy was teaching me about blood electrification and how you could put over your ulnar and radial arteries these little electrodes with microcurrent, and your blood would pass through in circulation, around your body through these two arteries right here, and you just place those electrodes, one on each artery, and as the blood circulated through your system, those electrodes would send out a microcurrent pulse. You could feel it, and your hand would go like this. And it was an abrupt micro shock or microcurrent going through your blood and not harming the blood cells, but neutralizing pathogens. Sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? Well, the health organizations quickly jumped all over that and ended that, but we did manage to see someone go into remission who we sent a unit to, but that didn't happen. Don't ever research that, okay? Because the World Health Organization doesn't want you to know about or think about that, because that's evil. Yeah, this is that paste I'm talking about, and they don't seem to be freaking out as much about this. You remember all the comedians that were on board with Big Pharma and the government were attacking people, calling them ignorant rednecks for ingesting this stuff? Yep. This stuff is actually kind of sweet, and it doesn't kill livestock. That's for sure. It kills it's meant to kill worms, parasites. Anyway, don't do that. Your big brother says no. Don't worry. It's not what you think. And when they bring back the avian flu mixed with the Spanish flu, you will not suspect Dr. Fauci, because he will not have had anything to do with that. And you will not try these crazy concoctions of yours to heal yourself. That's absurd. You will go quietly into that dark night, and you will not be suspicious. You will not rebel, all right? Be a good girl. Keep sweet and pray.